This is not the kind of news that you want to have to report on New Year's Day. But what we've been saying for months is now unfolding. An ISIS terrorist attack has occurred now on U.S. soil. And who created ISIS? We'll just leave that there, okay? But what took place is at 3:15 in the morning, New Orleans, French Quarter, 42-year-old Shamsud Din Jabbar, okay, drove a white Ford F-150 Lightning pickup truck displaying a black ISIS flag in a crowd on Bourbon Street in the French Quarter. They say he breached the barricades, those little metal bars that pop up out of the street. Witnesses and whatnot are saying that those were actually down, but they're saying he breached the barricades at the intersection of Bourbon and Canal Street, targeting pedestrians over a 3-block stretch between Canal and Conti, if you know the area. After crashing the vehicle into a crane, he exited the truck wearing full body armor, wielding an assault rifle, opened fire on responding police officers, injuring 2 of them. And then officers returned fire, fatally shooting him. They say 10 civilians were killed during the attack. Jabbar also killed, bringing the total number of deaths to 11. They say 36 individuals at this point have sustained injuries, including 2 police officers who were shot. The injured were transported to local hospitals for treatment. Now, what they are saying at this point about the assailant's background, they're saying Jabbar is an American citizen from Texas, was a former U.S. Army serviceman. Authorities are investigating his background, including potential ties to terrorist organizations and recent travel history. They say an improvised explosive device was found in the area, and the FBI are investigating possible explosives found at the scene. We also have some footage, so let's roll that real quick and show you what the local police are saying. Watch this.
Good morning. First of all, we do know that the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. It's all still under investigation. You'll hear more after me. However, I have been in direct contact with the White House, with Governor Landry, and of course a unified command who is present here. What I'm asking at this time are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy. In addition to that, I'm asking the public to stay clear of 8 blocks around Bourbon Street. Stay clear from Bourbon Street, 8 blocks around. Very active, and again, a unified command is in place right now. I'm going to ask Chief Kirkpatrick to give you an update. You're then going to hear from our agent in charge relative to the FBI. So at this time, Chief Kirkpatrick.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to give you as much of the information I possibly can. We are going to give you an update a couple of times today. So we will give you just the basics this morning, all right? We had this event started at about 3:15. It did involve a man driving a pickup truck down Bourbon Street at a very fast pace, and it was very intentional behavior. This man was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could. It was not a DUI situation. This is a more complex and more serious based on the information we have right now. With respect to numbers, we have right now, and as you already know, this could change throughout the day. We do know that there are 26 injured people who are at UMC Hospital. We know we have 4 at Turo, 4 at Ochsner Baptist, 1 at Tulane, but even as I was walking out the door, I believe I have an unconfirmed additional people who have been taken to other area hospitals, possibly on the east side. But we will give you as many correct numbers as we can as the day progresses. It is a very tragic situation for me to tell you that we know we have 10 people that this man killed on Bourbon Street. That is why we do not want anyone on Bourbon Street today. Wherever you see yellow tape, please do not violate. this tape. This is in order to protect and stabilize the scene. We have information to a certain degree of the demographics of those who are in the hospital right now. We do not know at this point how many could be tourists versus locals, but from the information I have right now, it seems the majority are locals versus tourists. What I also can tell you is that this man, this perpetrator, he fired on our officers from his vehicle when he crashed his vehicle. 2 of our officers have been shot. They are stable, and we will give you an update on them. I have yet been able to go to the hospital. I will be leaving here for us to go visit our officers. We have called in every officer that we have. We have so much appreciated our partnerships who have also offered us staff. Last night, we had over 300 officers out here. And because of the intentional mindset of this perpetrator who went around our barricades in order to conduct this, he was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did.
The FBI is now treating this as an act of terrorism, examining whether Jabbar had connections to ISIS or other extremist groups. And I was telling you about a bomb detonating. Well, this is what another reporter caught on camera. Watch this.
Whoa, they just detonated something. A state police trooper about 90 minutes ago saw a suspicious package. Because of that, he notified Special Command. They brought the Special Command unit out here. They brought the bomb squads out here. Let me just point this over here now. It looks like NOPD is now rummaging through trash cans looking for maybe more suspicious packages. This is a heavy NOPD presence now, and they are now scouring the area looking for, it looks like, packages, devices, anything that looks suspicious in this area with the flashlights coming down the street. It sounded like they detonated some type of small device. We heard fire in the hole, and then we heard a small explosion here. It sounded like a loud firecracker going off here on the corner of Bourbon and Orleans. NOPD officers coming at us right now looking for what we suspect is more suspicious packages and devices here in the French Quarter.
Now, it's also being said that there were 4 to 5 other people in connection with him throughout the area. So they're identifying and trying to track down. But the interesting thing is all the initial reports were saying a truck plowed, like a truck did this. Instead of a person, they wouldn't say who it was, what their name was. But they also took the flag that was on the back of the truck and basically wrapped it around the pole to hide it while people were coming in, taking pictures, video, etc., as they began to report on this. And there were no initial information being delivered to suggest or to state the facts of what it was. And so we're now bringing this to you, breaking news on this matter. We'll keep you updated on this issue in New Orleans, in the French Quarter, specifically Shamsa Dean Jabbar, the suspect, basically displaying an ISIS flag, plowing into a crowd, injuring, killing several other people. And at the same time, there are potentially 4 to 5 other people involved in on this that have not yet been found. Department of Homeland Security are now in on this. You can think about the various amount of illegal immigrants who have poured through our country, who we were saying, many of those being terrorists, people who are criminals. It was only a matter of time until something was activated. Will there be more? We will have to pay attention and see. We pray that this is not how this year begins to unfold, but this is the reality of what's happened right now in New Orleans. Here on Truth Uncensored, we'll keep you updated for more as soon as we find out.